I got you, man. I got you. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the MLO Live Show. Super excited to be here. Sponsored by Key Steps, which is FinLocker and Premier Lending and Empire. And there's a couple other ones coming. So super excited to be here with you guys today, as always. What is going on? Anybody want to start off the day with a success story from Monday or Tuesday? Anybody brave enough to jump on in? Nobody had success this week?
Oh,
Like,
come on.
what are we doing? Everybody on vacation? Everybody's on vacation. Is that what that's what everybody's here is on vacation? Come on.
That's when
Nate,
I
I know
used to
Closed
you
get
my
the busiest
first
on
reverse
vacation.
mortgage.
wait, what? What was that?
I closed my first reverse mortgage.
Holy smokes. Good job, brother.
Yeah, it was a big one.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, 1.6. They gave three and a
What?
half points.
What the? Let's go. Okay. Man, you
Yeah,
checked out for a couple months, right?
yeah. Nope, still at it. Still at it.
I'll see you in 26. January 1st, 26, man. You're good. You're good. Yeah, baby. All right. Who else? Anybody else? That's a big one. I love that. Just want to let everybody get in here before I get started. So if anybody else has a success story, a challenge, something they ran into they want to talk about or ask the group questions, that's what this is all about. And so don't miss tomorrow. Tammy Schneider's going to be here. I got a great little strategy for you guys today to talk about that I think that I've used like the last 10 years of my life that I think is good. And then, man, yesterday, Ferris, who's on the call, kind of on the call, but not on the call, him and I talked about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 strategies that he's going to bring to the table. So we're super excited about that. 7 levels of why and the 5 pillars and the 3 legs and like the 3 pigs. No, I'm just kidding. That was dinner last night. That was dinner. So yeah, man. All right. So, anybody else have anything to share?
I'll share something for somebody that's not here. One of my guys, our guys out in California, Ryan. So Ryan's probably still sleeping, but he utilized our callers, and our callers were able to set him up on 9 appointments for this week, and I think maybe 2 for next week already. His first 2 appointments showed up, which he was shocked about because what do I do? What do I say? What are you saying to him? He's worried about everything in the world having a caller make a call for him. So
Okay.
we got him comfortable with what we were saying, and the callers actually got to meet him and talk to him and get a feel for him. His first meeting has turned into 1 referral. His second meeting yesterday turned into an in-person with 3 realtors when he was expecting 1. As of last night, he had 3 referrals, and these are realtors he's never called on his own. And because he wasn't calling on his own, we finally helped him out with a caller. And I think this guy's going to explode. So
Yeah.
make your calls or hire somebody or work for a company that has callers that'll call for you.
Oh my God, that's amazing. So they just set appointments for him, and then like one. So you said 1 turned into 3 on 1 call.
Yeah, he went did an in person, and it ended up
Oh,
being
okay,
3.
okay.
Yeah, ended up being 3 and got at least 3 referrals as of last night, and I think one had a contract. I saw it in our team's messaging.
The
So,
universe is good. The universe is good. Timing's everything, right? Just man, you
oh
just
yeah.
gotta be there at the right time. Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. What's up, Brad? Brad Bronson in the house. What's up, buddy?
What's up, homie?
How
Oh,
much?
he trimmed the beard up too, man. He's not no longer got the mountain look going.
He's got an interview today or something. I don't know what's going on, but you got
No,
an interview.
I had to. I had to, man. It was getting too much.
His daughter starts pulling it.
Yeah, they like
All right.
it.
All right. So I want to cover something that I think that you guys can use that you can ask yourself. And it's called the 4 parts to a sale. And every business in the world needs this. Okay. So there's 4 parts, and you can write this down. And what I want you guys to start thinking about is where is your bottleneck? And what I mean by bottleneck is you have to have traffic. If you don't have traffic come in, whether it's referrals, new agent relationships, financial planners, CPAs, whatever you want the traffic to be, what are ways to get more traffic from that specific niche? And there's, and then we'll talk as we go along throughout the weeks. We'll talk about what I want you to think about when I talk about traffic is listen to the different people that come onto the show and hear the ways that they're generating more traffic, right? Like Tim's just like Tim Davis, build more agent relationships. Travis Newton, he does the Instagram strategy. He goes out to small mom and pop shops. Justin from Go Coaching, he literally does selling with his fingers on social media to connect, engage, interact, be visible. Like what are ways or things that you're doing? And there's no wrong answer. It's as simple as wearing clothing to Starbucks that says who you are and what you do for a living as a mortgage company, as a real estate agent, right? Think about this. So what I want you to do is start making like put down traffic and then go, all right, what have I done in the last 30, 45, 60, 90, 120, 6 months that has generated traffic for me? Number one. Start writing those down. And it's not like a one hit wonder. It's like, okay, where did this deal come from? Where did this deal come from? Start tracking where the traffic is coming from.
Can I add?
Yeah.
Can I add to it too? Because I think it's something that's overlooked. There's so many people that are so aware of Alex Hormozi, right? He's like the internet sensation, $100 million leads, this, that, the other thing. Well, he preaches something called the Core Four. He was mentored by Russell Brunson, his thing is the three types of traffic. So it's more than just traffic. We need to optimize how we're getting traffic, essentially putting leads into our system. So we need to focus on 3 buckets. That's our marketing to our database, referral management, and then also paying for advertising. So like there's 3 types of traffic. There's the traffic we own, which is our database. There's the traffic we earn, which comes from referral. That's getting 5-star reviews, delivering a 5-star experience, people finding our reviews online, or agents or CPAs or whatever it be referring us. And then that last piece is the paid advertising. And a lot of people overlook that, but like it's a vending machine. I know if I put $5 into the machine, I'm going to get whatever out, right? So like that is the only traffic that you control. You can't control when your database responds to an email or a phone call that you make. You can't control when somebody refers you, but those are the highest forms of leads we're going to get, like the highest as far as quality goes. But if you do all 3, you have an optimized business, because if the referrals dry up, you're still running advertising. If the advertising doesn't work, you're still getting referrals. And if neither one of those are working, you're still consistently marketing to your database, email, calling, retargeting. That's my piece. I just wanted to share that.
And that wasn't rehearsed. That was
I preach it all the time because people are like, I don't run advertising. Great, yeah. Budweiser does. So tell me what that they don't, right? You're a business.
Right on. Yeah, and the other thing I want to talk about, like in regards to traffic, is what do you like? Who do you like working with? So if you're generating traffic from a certain niche, like maybe you're into divorce lending, or working with divorcees, maybe you're into CPAs, financial planners. We had a huge conversation yesterday with Ferris, who's on the call. He's huge on financial planners. He went through a whole 20-minute, 30-minute script on how he talks to financial planners and how he helps them understand and educate them to give clients to him as a financial network and a financial piece of their financial success. So it's there's different ways. So what excites you about the piece where your traffic is coming from those 3 avenues that Brad talked about? And then go all in on that traffic, right? I talked to an agent, and this is a true story. This was a long time ago. I said, where did your last, and I love asking agents this, I go, where did your last 4 deals come from? She goes, friend of a friend, and floor time. Right? So you got friend of a friend. So I said, okay. I said, and then she goes, the friend of a friend, I almost didn't get because they forgot I was in real estate. And it just happened at the last minute. So I actually laughed, and she goes, what's funny? And I go, so what you're telling me is 75% of your business came from your past database. And she's like, well, when you put it that way, yeah. And I go, friend of a friend, and floor temp. And I go, how? Okay, so here's my question. How did you become friends with those three people? Make sense?
You locked
So,
up there a second.
yeah, is it back?
Yep.
Okay. So, and then we start going. So this is me talking face to face to an agent, and I'm saying, so I started going deep with her. I'm like, how did you make those friends? And she started like thinking about how she became friends with them, and it was at like either a network or like a gathering or a soccer, like whatever. And I go, okay, so if wherever you're getting this traffic of these people that started to work with you, is there more people in that ecosystem or that community that would work with you if they only knew you were in real estate? And so how do we let them know they're in real estate? Cool. So if somebody says, I got a ton of traffic coming in. So the second piece to all this is conversion. What does your conversion look like? Like what is your conversion? So you see where the bottleneck comes in? Is it traffic, conversion, follow up, and call to action? Those are the four: traffic, conversion, follow up, and call to action. So if you have traffic coming in, you got buyers coming in, what's the percentage of buyers that come in, referrals that come in from agents, CPA referrals, divorce attorney? Like what's the percentage of those that come in are you closing? I mean, a couple simple stats. 50% of the time, the first person to get the call or call back is going to get the deal. 50%. So of the traffic you have coming, so we were talking yesterday pretty heavy about this stat, and they said 35% of the people that come in, you should be closing. Now you're going to have credit fallout. You're going to have, can't do this now. You're going to have to work with them. So like over a period of time, you're going to work with these people. But if you're not hitting that 35-40% mark, and it could be much higher depending on your follow-up system, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. But so you got traffic and then you got the conversion. So you have to know your numbers. If you know where the traffic's coming from and the conversion sucks, is the traffic bad? Is the referral partner bad? Is the stuff coming in not like, what is it? And is it wasting your time? I call them time vampires. Is this just garbage dumpsters they're pulling stuff out of the garbage and throwing it at you because that's what we ask for? I used to ask for, let me turn your trash can into a cash can. That's what I used to ask for. Guess what I got? I got trash to try to turn into cash. Now, and I've known people that have been uber successful building a business. Like one of the gentlemen in Michigan who was on, he built his business on asking for hard stuff because then he's getting the easier stuff, right? So there's no wrong niche, there's no wrong way to do this. But if we don't track where the traffic's coming on and we don't track the conversion, how do we know what's working, what's not working? You with me? Any questions on that? And this works for any business in the world. Like Brad said, Budweiser's tracking where the traffic's coming in, which ads are working, who's buying what, who's doing this, who's doing that. So that's a big deal. So you got traffic conversion, and then I asked this in a room full of agents. I'm like, I have them fill out a form. I have them fill out a little report card. I'm like, hey, where's the bottleneck? And then I go, all right, if you have traffic and your conversion's not that good, what does your follow-up look like? Are you answering the calls? Are you returning the calls? Are you liking and commenting on their stuff? Are you doing happy birthday videos? Are you loving on them? Are you appreciating on them? Are you creating an experience that's so amazing that they can't not work with you? If not, that little tweak might help your conversion. You with me? If I call 100 agents, I'll get 20 to 25 that answer. Of the 75 that don't, what is their conversion, you think? Probably not good, right? First person to take the call or call back is 50% of the time going to get the deal. That's a NAR stat. So follow up. Do you have email follow up? Are you doing things like when you like you guys heard of the parking lot text? You guys heard of the Zoom text? Like call it parking lot, call it after Zoom, after like are you sending a hey man, appreciate your time. Look, are you assuming the sale on the follow up when you're talking to somebody, when you're talking to a referral partner, when you're talking to a person that wants to work with you? Are you assuming that you're going to work with them? Are you providing them enough education, information, making them feel comfortable, reading their body language, listening to their goals, dreams, desires, asking them what their goals, dreams, desires are? What is their why? Why do you want to do this house? Why do you want to buy this house? Go really deep on the whys, which we're going to do next week. Are you going so deep that they're like, man, this person really cares about me, whether I work with them or not? They've asked me so many questions, and now you have so much information that you can lean on during the conversations when you're talking to your clients. Where their kids go to school, what kind of pets they have, where they vacation, where they boat, do they boat, like what kind of cars they drive. Like that was a topic we had yesterday. Like a friend of mine I talked to, he's like, dude, my whole family drives Tesla. I'm like, dude, what's the best? What's your favorite one? Like I go, so now I know his favorite Tesla, right? Like you see how I'm digging for information to help me build a relationship so that when I have a conversation with somebody, it's not just about business. It's about, hey man, did you get out on that Tesla this weekend? Make sense? So you got traffic conversion follow-up call. So where's your traffic coming from? What's the conversion of the traffic you have coming in? Do you even like where the traffic's coming from? Are you going all in? Like what is the one thing I can do to go all in on where most majority of my traffic's coming from and stop playing around in all these other genres and avenues to where like, okay, I'm gonna try this and try this and try this and try this and try this. Eddie, care if I share your story, buddy? Yeah, Eddie, I could start working with him in like what I don't know what year it was, man. It was like 10 years ago, probably, Eddie.
Yeah, or more, 15
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, 15. And he calls me up and he goes, what? He goes, dude, what should I do? And I go, hey, do this. And I don't remember what it was. It was so long ago. And he goes, all right, cool. So this was January. I remember he emails me in June and goes, bro, I went from 5 grand a month to 20 grand a month. Right, Eddie? Am I
Yeah,
lying?
or more, or more.
Or more. Yeah,
Yeah.
5 grand a month to 20 grand a month.
He froze again.
He
It
said,
wasn't that good.
Did he froze again?
It wasn't that
very
good of a
good.
story. No,
There
I'm
he's
just
back.
kidding.
Yeah.
all right, I'm back.
Must
Sorry.
be that shitty hotel, huh?
I'm in a hotel, man. We need to change hotels. So he goes, I went from 5 grand a month to 20 plus grand a month in 6 months. And he says, and Eddie, did you not see? He goes, I'm gonna go sit in on this webinar, and I'm gonna try that. After he just went like 7 times his income.
Yeah.
And I go, Eddie, what would you tell me to do? Like if what I did the last 6 months just 7 times my income and it's working, what would you tell me to do? He goes, yeah, probably keep doing the same thing.
Do
Yeah.
more of it.
Hey,
Right?
Scotty, I tell you, I called you and you were such a fantastic coach. So I would text you late at night. I was watching stuff online and I would text you late at night and I'd go, hey, what about this? And you go, Eddie, that's a shiny nickel. That's
Yeah.
chum in the water.
Yeah.
That's what we use to draw people in. But what you're doing is working. And it'd calm me down. I mean, this was late at night. I mean, you were on the East Coast, it was late at night and you were still responding, which always impressed me. I thought, man, and on this stuff, I just kind of testimony for you, you care. You know, it's not just about you making 150 bucks off of us or what. You care, and you've always been available. And so for me, and I called you last week and said, hey, man, I killed it January to May. June sucked. I mean, it's like, man, we dropped down to 2 loans and just stunk like crazy, which I look back at, I had a few distractions 30, 45 days before that got me away from doing the work. And
Exactly.
so you can always track if you're doing the work's going to come. If you if you're not doing the work, your numbers are going to drop. And, you know, you've always been great at, you know, if I start in on anything, you're like, is that a shiny nickel? It's like,
Mhm.
okay, never mind. You know, so I know the jargon of, and you know, I listed
Yeah.
Q's deal yesterday, and I'm like, man, I want, you know, it's like
Yep.
every shiny nickel I've got. You know, you used to say to me, hey, look, a squirrel. You know, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
when you're a businessman and entrepreneur, I think we're intrigued by doing something different
Yeah.
and doing the monotonous phone calls, the monotonous, let me do the routine 2 hours
Yeah.
a day, 4 days
Yep.
a week. It's going to crank it out. I think
Yep.
that's the challenge for me, and I think probably true for
Counts for everybody.
a bunch of people on here that, you know, just we're wired as salespeople. So we like the excitement of going after and chasing after something new. And, you know, we just, I know that about me. It's like, okay, get back, do
Yeah.
the basics, and the work, the business
The
will
work will
come.
happen.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Thank you for letting me sharing that story. And then the last, so converge, like, so you got traffic conversion follow up. So what does your follow up system look like? Have you mastered your follow up? Like, is it so perfected that you have a process in place that you do this, like I send a text message after the Zoom call. I call them the next day and say, hey, I know we talked yesterday. Is there any questions that came up overnight? Like, are you loving on these people? Hey, I really enjoyed your time yesterday. Thank you so much for your time. Time's the one thing that we all have that's so valuable. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. So look forward to working with you. I just want to see if you had any more questions today. Are you guys making that call to a customer you talked to today, yesterday? If not, why not? Like what is your process look like when it comes to follow up? And is it loving on people, appreciating on people, building a relationship, asking them so like super deep questions that get them to go, man, holy crap. Is the other LOs doing this? Because I promise you, 99% of people aren't doing it. They're like, hey, let me send you a link. Hey, go ahead and apply. Let me know when you're done. I've done it. I've done it. We get lazy. We like repetitive stuff. Like, okay, I don't want to take the 10 minutes to get to know this person, to ask them the questions, to because I got all this other stuff going on. When that's a $4,000 paycheck. And it's way more than a $4,000 paycheck because they have friends, family, coworkers. If you go deep with them, create a referable experience, lean on them, love on them, friend them on social. They see you, you remind them of who you are, what you do for a living. You stay visible, and you ask them. The last piece is asking for the business. This is where I feel a lot of people miss the boat because we're scared of the no. We're scared of rejection, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of all the stuff that goes along with asking for a referral or asking for the business. Another NAR stat, 91% of consumers say they will give a referral to the people they've worked with in the past, but only 11% of salespeople ask for referrals. This is a silly question, but it's really not silly. When you go to McDonald's, what's the one thing they ask you after you order?
You want fries with that?
Would you like a cherry pie? Would you like to supersize it? Ask, ask, ask. Do they get upset and emotional and like, he said no, he didn't want the cherry pie. I'm not asking anymore. No, and they do it 100,000 times a day. Why don't we ask? What are we missing out on? Right? So, like, if you like, I promise you, nothing bad's gonna happen, and you're not gonna die. You might actually get a referral. You might actually get somebody thinking like it's how hard is it to go? Hey, can I ask you a favor before we go? What are they gonna say? Hey, first off, I just want to say I appreciate you, and I'm just honored to call you a friend. And I appreciate you letting me help you with all your financial goals when it comes to a mortgage, buying, selling, investing. Is there and then if I awkward pause, what are they going to say? Thanks, I appreciate that. Moment of gratitude. And then I can say, is there anyone else in your sphere, in your family, friends, coworkers, anybody else that you feel could be in need of my services in any way, shape, or form? Just no more. You got to wait. You got to let them answer. That's it. I mean, and here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to start doing the traffic exercise. You're going to say, okay, here's where it's coming from. You're going to go, and then you're going to like have like a aha moment. And then you're going to go, okay, what's my conversion from the traffic? And if you did nothing else the rest of the year, you just focused on where's the traffic coming, go deep with that traffic, you're going to find out it's from realtor partners, past database, CPAs, financial planners, wherever your niche is. And then if you perfect the follow-up, and you can put these in whatever order you want. If you perfect the follow-up, perfect taking time out of your day to go back and think them further time. And hey, I really appreciate your time yesterday. And like it's amazing how asking deep questions. We're going to talk about the 7 levels of why, and we're going to use one of you guys on this call to do it. And I'm just going to preface, I would love somebody to volunteer next week and just be so overly humble with us, because this is a conversation that if you use it, you will have a relationship that no one else has ever even ventured to build with that one person. And what I'll end with, and I'll open it up for questions, but once you do this exercise, who else do you feel could use this same exercise? Your realtor partners, CPAs, financial planners, they all need this. They all need it. So if like I said, I would ask agents all the time, hey, where'd the last 4 deals come from? What am I asking? I'm asking about traffic question. And then I'm like, you see what I'm asking different story questions, like where's your last 4 deals come from? And then I get into the stories of where they came from. And then I just go deep and deep, and I keep asking. You can do that with anybody. I'm so upset. Like if you get obsessed with this the way I am, you'll walk into a place that at night, or a coffee shop, or a winery, or a brew pub, or whatever, any business on planet Earth, you'll walk into that business and you'll go, why is there no traffic here? What could this place do to bring in more traffic to this place? I can't stop thinking about it. And I drive whoever's with me nuts because I start talking about it. I'm like, man, I could really change this place. Like 30 days, I could have more traffic right here, right now, at this time of the day, 100% guaranteed without question. Because that's what I've focused my entire career on, is those 4 parts to a sale.
And that's why you were calling Eddie back at midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. That's right.
I've gotten those text
Yeah,
messages, and they just
Yeah.
keep coming and coming and coming. It's like, doesn't your brain ever stop? And it's like, no.
Nope. But here's the thing. It's so fun to me because I know what works, and you guys do too. That's the thing. And Eddie said it best. It's shiny whistles. It's those shiny nickels, and like the little things we get on, and the webinars, and everybody's talking to me about a 3-day AI thing that they've been to and been on and learned about. Does it have anything to do with the people that already know, like, and trust you, the traffic, conversion, follow-up, and call to action? It might help with conversion later on down the road, automate some stuff. I think people are leaning too hard and hoping that AI is going to help them have more opportunities. I challenge you to stay human. I posted a couple links. One is MLO Live. So there's a 14-day trial if you guys want to check it out. We go deeper on this stuff. I have 4 presentations, one on traffic, and there's 20 plus ways to generate more traffic that we'll talk about. I've already talked about on MLO Live. There's one on conversion, there's one on follow-up, and there's one on asking for the business. Brad's part of the group. Travis Newton's part of the group. There's a bunch of different collaborators. Devin's part of the group. So we spend from 10:30 to 11. Today, I want to bring up what Norm is going to cover me today because I'm at a visit. But he's going to talk about the prompt stacking, how to turn one idea into multiple marketing plays across platforms. This method simplifies content creation, boosts visibility, and helps you stay top of mind with less effort. So that's what he's talking about today. The other thing I want to talk to you about is I have a superb deal that you can't get anywhere else with data, which is we all need data, agent, LO. I have a superb deal with Model Match, and I'll be doing a demo. But if you go to, and this is live.com/mm, I'm going to put that in there. So it's crazy outstanding pricing that you're not going to get anywhere else. There's no upsells, there's no unlimited download. The basic version is just to see the data. The second version is unlimited downloads, unlimited data of everything across the board. So I just wanted to share that with you out there. So those two things. So if you want to hang with us for 14 days on the coaching calls, mlolive.com. If you need data, that you're not going to find a better price for data, unlimited amount of downloads on that link right there through Model Match. We'll be doing demos on that to help you with that, and we'll go from there. So any questions for me on the 4 parts to a sale? Is Kim, I think I don't see your mic. Brad, what's up, man? You all right?
Just
That was a big deep breath, brother.
We heard Brad
I
thinking deep, man. Did you hear that? I heard that inhale and exhale, and it's like the dude is thinking just like you, man.
Woo, he's like, well, I got this.
Never stop.
never stops.
Hey, Brad, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Is there a way, maybe I won't, is there a way to have, do these send blue and things through Go High Level, do they allow you to send blue text messages?
Yeah,
Do they work?
I don't, dude.
Doesn't
I don't.
matter?
Yeah, people like there's Link Blue, there's this, there's that. Like it's just another thing, another expense, and like I feel like there's still a percentage of people, to me, that are not using iPhone, so it's not going to go as a. It's you know what I mean, like.
Yep. Okay.
Scotty did, because Scotty's using Cerberus. Campbell, I don't know if he's still with us as recorders here, but he just set up. He's in the process of using Link Blue for one of his messaging because he
Okay.
feels like the blue text messages are better for like
Okay.
texting realtors and stuff.
Okay. All right. Just curious. I've been here. I see in ads and talking to him. So I got an appointment with him tomorrow. So I'll let you know. I know it's
Yeah.
more expense. I think the blue has some value to it, but maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I'm an iPhone guy, but I don't think it really
Yeah, I
matters.
know.
I
Me
like the blue bubbles, but I'm not gonna. I can tell right away from the message, like, oh, I don't want to talk to Scott, or I do want to talk to Scott. Like if you texted me with a green bubble, Scott, I'd always reply to you. You know that at 2 o'clock in the morning because
Thought I didn't get anything, and I'm scrolling through Facebook, of course, while you're talking, and all of a sudden I see my ad that was done from my mortgage company, from my people, and it was shared into a local group. And when I looked, it was shared by a local real estate agent. So I thought that was kind of cool that she
Wow.
was sharing our
Yeah.
ad to other neighbors.
Big time. Yay. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah,
And
you
it's kind
never
of
know
cool
who's
because
watching or
she
sharing.
doesn't produce as much as other realtors. So she's
Yeah.
trying to like catch on to my coattails, you know, to be like, oh, you
Yeah.
have more exposure than me.
Yeah.
You know, when she had talked to me before, you know, she had called and given us a couple of deals. They never panned out to anything, but it's still a good start.
Good deal, man. Good
Yeah.
deal. Love it.
Can you hear me now?
Gotcha, Kim.
Oh, good. I don't know what's going on with the computer. Anyway, this is good stuff, but there wasn't a link. I didn't get a link inside the chat.
You guys not seeing the links? Oh, you
No.
know what? Okay, all right, here you go. All right, so there's MLO Live. I posted mlolive.com/mm. There we go. Sorry, guys. My
Okay.
bad.
All
So
right.
yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah, so it's MM for Model Match. That you can go there and check that out. And you can do I think there's a 14-day trial. What you got, Eddie?
Hey, quick question. I don't know if you or Brad or somebody, maybe Q, can help me on this. So I was using the Reach app and I was blasting out probably 500 text messages, videos, different things a week to agents. And apparently some of them spammed me. And so I got warned one time and I really didn't take it very seriously, but the second time they totally blocked my iMessage. So, you know, Brad, you're talking about the importance of the blue bubble. I can't do the blue bubble. And I've gone back to them and said, hey, man, I get it. I don't even know who told me. When they asked me to stop, I always stopped, but Man, I'm telling you, if they don't tell you and you're blasting out a bunch of stuff to agents you don't know, be careful, because it is a royal pain in the backside that, I mean, I'm texting with my family now who all has iPhones, but when I text, it starts new groups. It screws up everything. And
Mm.
so I don't know if anybody's got any suggestions on how to get off of probation.
Don't
or
text people. It's
Yeah.
as simple as that. Don't
Yeah.
text.
Well,
Like,
I know that
like
now.
my company just got a letter from an attorney because they were texting a realtor with no opt-in. Like that. Now that's like it's not as cut and dry because you're texting business to business, but who's broke right now? Realtors are broke, a good percentage of them.
Yeah.
Who's literally running ads about violating TCPA? Attorneys. Like I have a
Yeah.
screenshot of an ad being ran. So like the best rule is just text people who opt in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Or
make
call
phone
people.
call, make
Or
phone
call.
calls.
Yeah.
That's what most people
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I'm going to text because I don't want to make a phone call. Like put
Right.
on your sales pants and be a
Yeah.
salesman.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm just passionate about
Hey,
that.
I get it. You know, the first time when they warned me, if you think, okay, whatever. But the second time when they just said, man, you're done, I thought, okay, that's I mean, I'm considering changing phone numbers or whatever. I don't know if there's any other solutions to that. So
Are you texting from like your cell phone number or
yeah,
like a
I
Twilio
was using the Reach app, so it comes straight
from
from
your
my
cell phone?
system. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved the Reach app because it